Get me that signal. We need more power.
Hi everyone! It's time to celebrate that great new game from Stronghold Games, Picklemania! We got balloons, we got songs, and we've got pickles from all over the world. So join us here for a celebration of pickles with Picklemania from Stronghold Games!
Excuse me.
Oh hey, come on in! I'm just getting ready to teach everyone the pickle dance! About pickles. What was that you said? The game is not about pickles. What do you mean? It's called Pictomania, not Picklemania. Pictomania? Yes, Pictomania. It's a picture drawing game designed by Vlada Chvátil, the guy who designed Dungeon Lords. I heard he loves pickles. What kind of picture game could he possibly
I'll tell you all
make?
about Pictomania, and there isn't a pickle in it. Unless, of course, you need to draw one.
Just real quick before I show you the game all set up, this is the insert for the box with all the components in it. And there's a place for every, like here's the sponges over here. Here are the different difficulty levels for the cards, each in their own slot. The green are the easy ones. Here are the scoring bonus token things right there. You've got your boards here, and under the boards are the markers. Each player's individual colors, scoring tokens, each player's individual scoring cards. Here are the rest of the cards, and down here, looking innocuously like part of the box itself, is your two trays. So don't think they're part of the box like I almost did. They're actually stuck in there. So there's a quick look at the components. Excellent as always from Stronghold. Here I am getting all set up for a round of play. We've got 3 boards here for 3 pretend players. They each get their boards. They get markers for drawing. I picked a set of easy cards and set them up on the stands. And if you notice, each one of these has a little symbol at the bottom. You'll need to pay attention to that. And each card is numbered from 1 to 7. Green being the easiest type cards, drawing like a pinky or a thumb. And they all have like little themes on them. Nostril, lips, teeth, headstand, handstand, pull up, that type of thing. This difficulty goes up. For example, the purple is here, then, this, now. Yeah, try drawing now. Crayon, chalk. No, that's not too bad. Chemistry, physics, geography. Yes, draw English. Go ahead. Good luck with that. Yeah. And each player will get their own little set of number cards here, and they each have numbers from 1 to 7 in the player's color. So we got that one, and where's purple? And they all have their little scoring tokens. And you see how easy this is to set up because of how everything is in the box? I just love that. Sorry, I just keep saying that. And depending on the number of players is how many of these that you have out. Scoring tokens. You have 1 less than the number of players that there are. Now how this works is you hand each player one of these little number cards. 2, 3, and then one of these little symbol cards. We'll see what they are in a second. And when somebody shouts go, everybody picks up their cards and looks at them. And this tells them what they have to draw during their turn. So I look for the square, number 6. So over here is the square. And you don't pick these up, you just look at them. Square number 6 is a pickaxe. So that's my job over here as the blue player, is to draw a pickaxe. So I just start drawing. Minecraft. Okay, I think that's a fair approximation of a pickaxe. Yeah, I know. I'm not a professional picture drawer. Now, meanwhile, while I've done that, I'm looking at everybody else's thing to see what they're drawing. Whereas the yellow guy drew star 2, which is a pinky. So he's over here doing something like this. And then like that. And yeah, there you go. Pinky. Well, they might get knee out of that. I don't see a knee on here anywhere. Maybe they'll get Neil. I don't know. What the heck is this supposed to be? Yeah, okay, so you're drawing this as fast as you possibly can. Meanwhile, you're looking at everybody else's board, and then you got to guess what theirs is. But you only have to guess the number, right? So I'm looking at all these boards, and I'm thinking, okay, what is this? Okay, well, these all have fingers on them. What could this be? It's pointing to the pinky. All right, that's a pinky, so I'm going to guess number 2. So I throw that down in front of that player. And then over there, okay, that looks, what the heck is that supposed to be? Maybe that's a push-up. So I'm going to guess number 7, right? And then the other players are doing the same thing. Once I've got all my guesses out, I can grab one of these, the highest value bonus scoring token that's out here, right? Then the yellow player and the, what is that, pink, purple, he's guessing as well. Whichever one of them finishes, they grab the next scoring token. And now that there's no scoring tokens left, that player yells stop. And whoever else is left over, once there's no scoring tokens left, has to stop immediately. And we just figure out what the score is at this point. Okay, let's figure out the points now that the round is over. We flip over the cards. We start with one player. The yellow player guessed 6. And since it was a pickaxe, which is number 6, he is correct. So he gets the highest scoring token, which is 2, and his card back. The pink player guessed 3, which is wrong, and so he does not get this, and his card goes in the middle up here. Over to yellow. His top one, let's see, he guessed, pink guessed 2. It was a pinky, which was, oh, I lost it. Where'd it go? Pinky. There it is, 2. Which is correct, so pink gets that. Blue also guessed 2. So he gets that. That's his little point thing. And now for purple, flip his cards over. Okay. 7. His was kneeling, which is 1. So blue was wrong. So his card goes in the middle of the table. Yellow didn't guess at all. So pink is stuck with both his tokens. Now, in order to figure out your score, you've got, let's see, you get minus for all of your own scoring tokens you have left. You get positive for everybody else's scoring tokens that you have and your bonus tokens. We also have to first check the black sheep rule, which is kind of weird. Count the guess cards of each player in the center of the table. The player who made the most incorrect guesses is the black sheep for the round. If the black sheep has a bonus point token, that player loses 1 point for each star on that token. If 2 or more players are tied for the most incorrect guesses, there's no black sheep this round. So this is to try to prevent people basically from just rushing and finishing and then grabbing a token to get the bonus points. But since we are tied up here, pink has 1, blue has 1, then nobody becomes the black sheep for the round. So we don't have to worry about that. We'll go up to adding up blue's points. He gets -1 for his blue token left over, +1 for that, and +2, so he has a total of 2 points for the round. Over to yellow. Yellow has none of his left, and he's got 2, so he also gets 2 points. And we have over to pink, who has 3 points, but loses 3 points because he's got 3 up there left over, giving him a total of 0. So after round 1, it's 2, 2 to 0. That's it. You play another 4 rounds. You can go up higher in difficulty level by picking different cards, or you can just flip these cards around and use the back side. There's more cards available. After 5 rounds, you add up all the points, and whoever has the most points wins. And that's it. That's how you play Pictomania.
Pictomania from Stronghold Games is a party drawing game that isn't really a party drawing game. In most party games, the goal is just to have a game to play while you're partying, and points are pretty much an afterthought. Points and winning are given much more consideration in Pictomania, so that they actually matter and become part of the mechanics of the game. As a result, Pictomania is a party game that you can play with real gamers, even those who hate drawing games. Pictomania is a fast-paced game where you're required to do multiple tasks at the same time, which is, of course, impossible. And that's what makes it such a fun game. The first time I played, I made the mistake of simply concentrating on my drawing and then looking at everyone else's drawing, and I barely had time to glance at the cards with all the words on it before somebody yelled, "Stop!" And I was caught with no guesses at all. Luckily, everybody was able to guess my drawing correctly, so I got 0 points rather than those dreaded negative points. The next round, I drew my picture a lot quicker and a bit crazier, and was able to take some guesses before the shot of stop. I mean, it's really an acquired skill because it took me a few rounds before I was able to even snag one of those bonus tokens for myself. Yeah. You have to balance this with the amount of skill that you dedicate to your own drawing, because if it's terrible and no one guesses correctly, you could end up with those dreaded negative points. I mean, it really is a brilliant system, although it's a bit more complicated than you would expect from completely casual play. If you find yourself running out of time constantly, try bumping up the difficulty of the cards. It will take everyone longer to draw, and therefore give everyone, including you, some more time. It does slow down the game a bit, but you still get that feeling of a desperate need to hurry, especially after that first bonus token gets snatched. Be prepared to help everyone figure out their scores, especially the black sheep aspect, as it isn't something that's completely intuitive for a party game. It might take a round or 2 to figure it out for yourself. The other problem that you might have in playing the game with a greater number of players is that, for example, with 5 or 6 people around a table, putting those cards in a position so that everyone can see them is no easy task. You also have to toss each of those guessing cards in a pile in front of each player, and this is more physically difficult to do with the more players that you have. The game itself plays wonderfully with more players. It's just the logistics that will cause you some difficulty. So, if you're looking for a new version of Pictionary, then you're out of luck. But if you're looking for an actual game that has a drawing aspect to it, then this might be the game for you. It plays quickly, it causes laughter, can be played by most people, it's a party game, and it's fun. Thank you for joining me in this review of Pictomania from Stronghold Games. Let me know if you found this review helpful by leaving a comment or sending me an email at elliot_miller@voiceofe.com. Make sure to subscribe to the Voice of E channel on YouTube, as I'll have a lot more thematic game reviews and board game giveaways, and you won't want to miss any of them. Please tell your friends to check out the Voice of E, and hopefully they will subscribe too. Thanks again, and until next time, keep your mind free.
Get me that signal. We need more power.